Mr. Mercier's in pretty much shove if he needs to mode, isn't he?
Not if he needs to. Shove imminently mode.
Okay.
Yeah, he actually lets this one go full front as far as beating him to it. With a little cheeky race.
Right. So what are they? They're at 16K blinds, and he's got 92K.
Oh,
oops.
all right, my bad.
Yeah. Hey, listen, the guy's gone super deep. 31 is not bad.
He's not out yet, Lee. And there's this phrase that I like to say that when someone is that all it takes is a chip in a chair.
Still got a prayer.
That's right. Well, that might be a good addition to it.
You might want to.
You might want to trademark that, Joe.
No, it's my gift to the poker world. When I came up with it in 2009, I didn't know it was going to become a thing.
Okay.
But now that it is, I'm happy for people to use it. But what that means is that as long as you're still in, there's still a chance.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. He was actually down to, I saw him at dinner last night, and he was down to 6,000 chips early in the tournament. So he probably feels like he's free rolling this.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, T-Coop is going to be a lot of fun. You can play a lot of tournaments in a short period of time. And, 50 events, that's like 5 a day. So you will find something that you want to play.
Something for everyone.
And as I said,
But the T-Coop, right, it's not the cheap coop, though, right? Like, it's
no,
still
that's
full,
not Micro Millions.
It's still full buy-ins,
oh,
just
yeah,
faster
yeah,
tournaments.
right. So, and they're actually doing a 4X turbo. So that's gonna be like,
And that's the one that like concludes before
that's
registration
we talked
closes.
about exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it actually concludes before it starts, and we will announce the winner
It turns out I bubbled.
tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
I won it. I took it down.
Yeah, Joe bubbled. Matt won. So basically, all the places between second and the min cash are available.
Our friend's back.
Oh no.
Action in this hand. Tedeschi was the razor.
Get back on the Chinese poker.
But there is actually poker action going on.
2 callers pre-flop. And Mcallister has decided to bet after Tedeschi did not continue.
Martin McCormick is giving Jason Mercier life lessons, which I'm sure Jason really appreciates.
Well, see, the thing about Jason is, it's like, this is not his first rodeo.
No.
And so he's like, yeah, I've been here
I think
before.
he'll be okay.
What's weird is that our cameramen and or directors have chosen to leave Mr. McCormick out of the video. So
The same thing as the last few days.
there's some guy out there talking.
Yeah, people are used to that. They've had a few hours of it.
Yeah.
It's just become a noise that we're gonna like a mosquito in the bedroom
It's
somewhere.
like the chip riffles that you
yeah,
hear. Right?
after a while you just zone out.
You just totally zone out.
Wow, Paul Francois is called. Still 3-way to this turn.
Interesting. So what do you raise with and then check call? Like usually some sort of pair, right? That like something under a queen.
Well, there's also the possibility. I mean, he may be keeping some monsters in his range too, right?
You think he doesn't continue into 2 opponents with absolute monsters, with aces and kings? It's possible.
That's absolutely, because that's the sort. I mean, that board has got lots of opportunities for people to find reasons to bet, right?
I like him better for like jacks and 10s and 7s and 9s. Play it that way.
Well, but when like, you're not going to be calling after a bet and a call with your 7s or your 9s. Think. It's like you have very little equity. It's like, what are you going to do on the next card? Hope you hit a 7?
136,000 into the 274,000 pot.
That's why I like him better for hands like jacks and 10s, that you would check call there.
Well, if he's got jacks, he's having a very good day. Oh, look, a little video game theme for our colors today.
Yeah.
Paper, right? Receipt or something.
Fabian has called.
Oh, that was the last one. I'll go give you the last one then.
Oh, yeah.
You want it?
Sure. I think if you have 10s, you definitely... Well, you got a gut shot.
Yeah, you picked up a gut shot, but it's,
You can't broadcast it, right?
We're going to see a raise here.
Okay.
really like him for jacks. You can check call with queens too, I guess. That monster is in your range.
I don't think you're going to check call at this point. There are.
I don't mean now. I mean on the flop.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about the
yeah.
flop
Oh, yeah,
still.
absolutely.
There's very few queens people. He's all in.
Look at that. So one of us is right, Joe. He flopped it, or he turned it.
I mean, I think. Oh boy!
Bingo.
Wow.
Well, the bad news for you guys is we're going to see.
Yep.
And I hate that one chip call. Oh my god, I hate it. I would look up and I would say, "Is that a call?"
I mean, say, well, what else could it
Chauriye
be?
hasn't folded yet.
I get that there's no what else it could be,
right?
but all you got to do is slide out one stack of
I
chips.
don't know how good the handwriting is.
Wow. Rafa's still thinking about it.
I guess the
Pokey
only
Smith.
thing you think about for this long is like some kind of baby set.
No, another possibility is a monster draw that's getting the
Wow,
right
wait,
price.
okay,
Yeah,
this
that's
is a
like
three-
something like a king 10 with hearts or clubs, something like that, where he's just getting like 3 to 1 or 4 to 1, and you just can't fold it. Right? They're just not in the nonlinear portion of the payoff curve. You have to play those chips pretty much like dollars. And if you've got a king 10 of hearts or something like that, you just got to put the money in and start counting how many outs you have.
So that wasn't an all-in, though. It's just a call.
Wow.
Going to the river. Ace of hearts on the
Yahtzee!
river.
Now I like king 10.
Betting on the side.
1.4 million in the main pot.
The thing is a bet here has to be pretty much for value because of the dry side pot.
This is the sort of situation where I expect Martin McCormack to call clock. For no good reason. It wouldn't be the first time. Just to get the attention.
Did you say all in?
300, I think.
300, he said.
It's a really small bet. It's 1/5 pot.
It just seems like a really weird bet. I mean, it just.
All in.
Wow-wee.
What have we got here?
Ah!
You just spoke for all of us, sir. I love poker. Did he say call?
No.
Over a mil. 1.175, I think.
Says Jason.
Yeah, just been sitting there mentally charting everyone's chip stacks. Royal flush opportunities.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's.
Don't be mad if I bluff you off a chop.
What the?
Ooh, what a line.
Hello.
That is loaded.
Oh, wait a minute.
What? How can you even really chop this?
No,
They
no.
both have.
You can't be talking. Like, that's, like, wrong.
Why, it worked okay for me. It worked okay for me. I'm saying in this spot.
What?
Oh, in this spot I shouldn't speak? Okay.
Him.
Oh, right, okay.
Walk away would be poor etiquette. Very poor.
Did the dealer not say anything to it?
I don't know the poker etiquette,
Sounds like Jason did.
obviously.
Why, Jason? But Jason shouldn't have to. Jason shouldn't have to. Okay.
It's hard to remember this is a multi-way pot. You know what I mean? Because it feels like a heads-up pot right now.
Yes, because basically
This is a monster.
yeah, one of the
Monster,
things
isn't
that
it?
somebody just asked over the comms was, does it matter
roughly.
because the other guy can't act? And yes, it does matter because he has an interest in the outcome of this. If one guy folds, he only has to beat the better.
Right.
But if the other guy
Oh, do
calls,
you
he has
not
to beat
fold?
both hands.
All right, I thought you fold already. Sorry.
But I think when you're in the
I thought you
situation, you
folded.
may forget
Sorry,
that
I
sometimes
thought
and think you're
you
playing a
picked up.
heads-up pot, which
You
I'm
get to do your
sure is
hand
what.
afterwards.
How can you possibly forget?
Mcallister
I
was
mean,
doing.
you've got 1 billion chips in the middle.
Oh,
And-
he went off.
Because this is a heads-up pot right now. I know it's technically not, but that's what it feels like. There's
It feels like
this
the
guy's
biggest-
been a class act all day. There's no way he's. It's just a mistake.
No, but it wasn't. No, but it was your Scottish friend who was saying something.
No,
like that.
no, it wasn't. It was the guy in the
Okay.
hand.
Okay.
He said, "Don't be mad if I bluff you off a chop."
Yeah, that was
Oh.
Philip. That was
Oh,
Philip
I see,
Mcallister.
I see,
The
okay.
guy that's just gone all
Yeah.
in.
And basically, what he's saying is, "I think you have King 10, and I'm trying to bluff you off it with another King 10."
I wonder.
Because I don't see any
I
other
wonder-
ways they can chop this. Because I don't think it goes this way if they
No,
both
no,
have
no,
ace
no, no,
queen.
no, no, no. They. I mean, that just picked up King 10 and obviously picked up all the hearts.
I mean, Mcallister looks super comfortable, and so I wouldn't be surprised. He either has the flush, or
Maybe-
or he also has King 10, or he really does think they could be chopping.
I don't see how he gets to the turn with King 10 unless it's clubs. I don't think we're going to see King 10 unless it's going to be a royal. I mean, it could be a royal or it could be. Actually, yeah, it's weird. King 10 royal just doesn't.
I just
Makes
I
sense.
don't think they shouldn't be there either. But when he says, "I don't want to bluff you off a chop," like what? I mean, I could be bluffing off a chop. What other hand could they be chopping with?
I don't know.
That's sick.
Let
Like
me put it this way.
they
Would
can't
you
both they
shut-
can't both have the same set.
Literally. Probably best.
I've lost my phone.
These guys need to stop talking. I mean, the dealer or a floor needs to say something. This is not okay. They cannot be talking
Give
about
you
their
2
hands.
minutes and then I'll call the clock. Sorry.
That you can say.
He's crazy comfortable.
Or is he?
I don't think he's shoving to win 300 if he can't beat, if he's not planning to win the whole pot, because he's basically risking his entire stack to win 300 if he's bluffing, because he can't,
King 10 of hearts.
because he's
Fold a flush.
I called it
No,
straight.
King 10 clubs, yeah?
King
There-
10 of
there's
hearts
the
is
royal.
and there's the
Wow.
set of queens for Tedeschi. What a terrible
Wow.
suck out runner
Wow.
royal flush to be eliminated after flopping top set.
That's what I...
yeah.